Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora and today I am back with another speed build video. I've been mentioning in my last speed build that I want to build more, and I have been watching a few other Sims 4 speed builds on YouTube lately, and I was just so inspired to get back into it, and I was just really enjoying this, so I hope that you will be enjoying it too. I'm gonna build a tiny home today. It is definitely not the first tier of tiny homes, like it's either the second or third with all of the platforms as well. I never know if they like count as tiles as well, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, but I think it's like tier 2 or 3 of the small homes. But it's like more of like a thing in my head. It looks tiny, there's not a lot of space, so it is a tiny home. And I was imagining a writer to live here. I have been reading a lot lately, and then also I found out today that one of my favorite writers who writes thrillers has released a new book. It's I don't know what the book is called, but the author is called Simon Beckett, and I do love his series about David Hunter, that's the other guy's name. But apparently he wrote a book about like a police officer or something, so I will have to get my hands on that book soon and read it, because I don't know, all of his stuff is just great, and usually his plot twists always hit me by surprise and I never expect them, usually. I mean, obviously in some books I did, but mostly I didn't, which is good because a lot of times I somehow guess it, because I don't actually know why. Maybe I just read so many thrillers that I kind of got the hang of it and know who the perpetrator, is that the word? I don't know, usually is. But I'm really excited to read that, so that's probably what inspired me to build this home. It's gonna end up having one bedroom, a tiny bathroom without a sink, because I can never figure out how to put a sink in a 4-tile bathroom. I literally always like ask my best friend when I do it, and she didn't reply fast enough, so I had to I just didn't put one there. When I told her after, she was like, you could just wash your hands in the shower, which, I mean, the shower is right next to the toilet, so if that was an option in The Sims, you could go do that. But there's also a sink in the kitchen. I mean, it's kind of gross in real life, but it's The Sims, so who really cares? In real life, you could also easily put a sink in that bathroom, like a smaller sink. So not my fault, it's The Sims' fault. And I just kept the interior kind of like beigey, and just, it has like a few accent colors, but it mostly has neutral tones, and I was kind of enjoying playing around with like the beige, brown, and black tones. It was really fun. It also kind of lifts the interior. I feel like with tiny homes, you always need a lot of lighter colors to make the rooms look bigger. I mean, I bet you can pull off a tiny home like that's totally black and it would still look nice, but I think for the vibe I was going for, I wanted it to be very like airy and inspiring, because an author lives here, so I was like, she definitely needs, some... Sorry, I just ate. Now I'm like... My voice is really weird. Yeah, definitely she needs some space to like get inspired to write her stories, so that's that. And yeah, the outside is also, like, you can see very beige and has like a lot of black colors, a lot of landscaping. I was just really feeling this house. I also really enjoyed the bedroom, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, also managed to put a pool on this tiny lot, which is always a surprise to me, that you can almost put a pool on every lot in The Sims 4. And if I can put a pool, I will put a pool down, because who doesn't want to have a pool? I mean, I couldn't afford a pool. I couldn't even afford this tiny home. It's like 35K, I think it came to, a little bit over that. But it's not that expensive. I was actually kind of surprised, because I think it's still like a decent amount to say it's like very decorated on the inside, and it would be nice to play with if you have a single sim or 2 sims. Now that Sims can finally scoot over in the bed, this will be very fun to play with. And yeah, I was just, like I said, really feeling this. The kitchen turned out really nice. I love the kitchen. I was also playing around with like counters and made them smaller, like island counters, and put a little shelf instead, so your Sims sit on a shelf, and then I put some like cabinets underneath to cover up the island counters. You'll see that in a second, because I feel like in a tiny home you would need a lot of space to store stuff. That's why I put like cabinets over all of the counters, because I was like, you probably need a lot of space to store things if you live in a tiny home. Just even like day-to-day things that you need. I mean, I feel like you have to be a minimalist if you live in a tiny home anyways. Like, you couldn't have a lot of clothes, and I have way too many clothes. Like, I'm definitely guilty of that, and yeah, I don't see it changing anytime soon. I talked about it in a few videos now that I'm changing rooms within our apartment and I'm redecorating, and boy is it expensive, first of all. Even though I like went for a lot of the cheaper options and have like a few clever workarounds of furniture that would have been more expensive and stuff like that, and I don't really need a new wardrobe. But I need to size down wardrobe-wise a little bit, because currently I have a drawer and a wardrobe, and I just have like that drawer that people have from IKEA, the taller one that like every second person on this planet has. I own that one, but I changed it to a really nice like boho looking one that is definitely smaller, so I do need to rethink my clothing situation. And I really need to, because I feel like only a year ago I went through all of my clothes and like sorted some of them out and gave them to charity, but I feel like I have to do it again. I just have so much stuff. I think it's just because I'm too lazy to go through it, because half of the stuff I don't even wear anymore. But I'm also very bad with doing my laundry. Like, usually I do it when I run out of underwear to wear, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really need to do some laundry. Like, luckily I have some undies that I don't like to wear that much for those cases, so you know, when I hit that point, I'm like, I really need to wash because I want to wear comfy undies again. TMI, I know, but you know, it's all part of life. And I really need to just, you know, wash my laundry when there's enough laundry to wash, and then I'll be fine with less clothing. But right now I'm like, you know, I need 200 pairs of jeans. Obviously I don't have 200 pairs of jeans, but I'm like, I need this many pairs of jeans, because what if I don't wash for the next like 7 months? I don't know. Does anyone else have that problem? I also kind of have a lot of things that I wear a lot, and then a few things that I almost wear never. So I could totally get rid of that stuff and just free up some space. I also kind of have a headache about like storage in my new room, because if you would know me, you would know that I do not like messes. So, I mean, I'm like the worst to make a mess. That's why in my new room, because I don't like messy things or like rooms, I want everything stored away. So I need to think of a lot of like storage options that also look cute, because like open shelving things for me is like a Like, I'm only gonna have an open shelving thing if I'm gonna put decorative things on it and make it look cute, like if I put plants on it and whatever. But I'm not gonna do it if I actually need to store my things, because that just looks messy AF, and I'm not living for that. I want everything to look neat and like put away. So yeah, that's my current issue. I don't know about you guys. But like, I currently also have that like IKEA shelf that everyone has, but I don't know, it looks so messy to me, because obviously you can put in like drawers and whatever, but there's always like open bits, and I have all of my stuff in there right now, you know, all of the adulting stuff that you need, like bills and not bills, but you know, like things you keep, and just papers like letters that I had to keep, I put that in there. And also like notebooks, all that sort of stuff that's really annoying and that you kind of need to keep, but you also don't want it because it looks messy if you just put it in a shelf. So yeah, I don't really want to take that shelf to my next room because it doesn't fit my boho vibes, okay? I can't have anything ruin my boho vibes in this new room. I'm actually so excited to move in there because I have been in a bit of a slump the last year-ish, I would say. I think you would have noticed if you followed me then, because I didn't upload videos regularly at all the past year. And I was just in a bad like headspace, and going into a new room, I feel like will be so refreshing, and I'm just excited to record videos in the new room, read in my new room, do university in my new room. You know, I'm like excited to keep it all like neat and clean and like cute and add more decoration to it as time passes. I don't know, I'm so excited. I love redecorating, but dude, is it expensive. Like, I was kind of hoping I would spend like 1,000 euros on it, but no, that like I already spent that, you know. I don't know what I was thinking because I needed a new mattress, and I also bought like a new sideboard, like I said, a dresser sideboard thing, and then decoration is expensive, and the desk and my bed, yeah, like I don't know what I was thinking. Also, I like repainted the room and put skirting boards up. So also like all of that just costs money, but I'm so tight with my money. I don't know why. Like the more money I have, the tighter I get with money. Not when it comes to other people, like when I get presents for other people or go out for food with other people, I don't care at all. Like I would spend all my money on other people, but for myself, I'm like I get so tight the more I have. It's kind of a thing, like, you know, if you see more money on your bank account, you're kind of like, I want to keep it. I don't want to spend it. So, yeah, hello. That's me currently. Not wanting to spend money, but also redecorating a room. It's like a bit bizarre. And yeah, I think it's also because I get freaked out if I go under a certain amount of money. Also because I do definitely want to have cats again in the future. If you didn't know, our cat passed away in February, and you know, at some point I do want to have my own cats again, or I'd be like, my dream is still to have like a foster home for cats and kittens and make sure they get like a nice forever home, and maybe you can like not re-socialize them, but you know, if there's like scared cats that need a little bit of warming up, I think we're good place because we're both very calm, and like I think we're both good with cats because we don't push them, we just like wait until they're ready to spend time with us. So I think it's gonna be good for us, you know, to take them in, make them feel comfortable around humans again, so we can give them to people who aren't as experienced with cats. And I don't know, that's just such a beautiful idea for me, and that would also totally feed into my lifestyle of not wanting to leave my house. It would just give me another reason, you know. I'd be like, sorry, I can't, I have kittens at home that I need to feed every 2 hours, you know, I can't really leave the house right now. So yes. But like I do it more so for the, I don't know, like the feeling of doing something good, because animals are way easier for me to spend a lot of time with than human beings. So I want to do something good. And obviously I won't, because I already applied for that a while ago, but I think my email kind of got lost in probably the 1 million emails they got. So I'm gonna apply again once that my room is done, probably, because we don't want to, you know, introduce cats to our home and then change everything about it. That would be so stressful to them. But anyways, I haven't talked about this build at all. I mean, I did for a few minutes at the beginning, but haven't talked about it throughout. I know that a lot of people prefer my videos to be that way, so I hope you're one of them and you weren't like, Cora, tell me more about this house, what did you do? But I'm always like, you can see what I'm doing, and I feel like you can read my mind when you watch these, you know, because I swap things around and you're like probably like, oh, she didn't like it there, so she put it there, and then she changed the color swatch. Like, what can I really say, you know? I just wanted the house to look nice, so I made it look nice in my opinion, and I hope you think it's nice as well. I also struggle big times with backyards. It's like, it's a thing that has followed me for the last few years. Backyards are just not my thing, and I really need to practice and watch videos and be like, oh, this is how it works, but whatever. We're getting to an end of this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the house, and yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, as always, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye!